Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mara DeCola. I am the CACRAO president. We are so glad to have you here today. We are having some technical difficulties with our current presenter from NOVA. We are going to give them a few minutes to join us and let them get started. So if you can just hold on for just a few minutes, we are working on helping your presenter get started. Thank you.
I do see 4 participants now.
Yes, ma'am. There are students and presenters joining us. And so these are students who are currently viewing what's being recorded.
Okay. Okay. We have about 2 minutes after 2. I'll give just another minute or two. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, let's see.
My apologies. My apologies. I'm not sure why it was not letting me join. I am.
Good morning, Kelly, or good afternoon, Kelly. We had a few students join us. It looks like it's just the 3 of us here now. Your session is being recorded. You are welcome to go ahead and share your screen, and this will be available on the CACRAO website in about a week.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know why. I got an email that told me to join using the link in the email, but the link on my calendar was the one that actually worked. So that was weird. So, let me see.
No problem. The session has been recording for the last 5 minutes. We had to open it up for students to be able to join the session. Students may join you starting now. They can join at any time. We may be able to reach out to StriveScan, or you can reach out to StriveScan after your session is completed to edit out the first few minutes of this session so that this isn't here.
Okay, absolutely. Sorry again. Thank you.
No problem. I'm going to go ahead and log out and leave you here with Ramel. If you need anything else from me, feel free to email me at pres@cacrao.org.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Ms. Kelly, I will go ahead and welcome our students to the presentation today, if that's okay with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, thank you. Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all North and South Carolina students, sponsored by the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us today. We have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of the many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at cacrao.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website. Now I'd like to turn it over to our presenter.
All right, thank you very, very much. My name is Kelly Carroll, and I am an admissions counselor here at NSU Florida, also known as Nova Southeastern University. I work with transfer students with the last names K through U, along with my colleague Tara, who works with transfer students A through J, and Clyde, who works with students V through Z. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, just so that you know what we are doing to prepare and to be safe for coronavirus, we are keeping students 6 feet apart, requiring masks, encouraging people to wash their hands. If you don't feel well, stay home, and we've got a website for you. All right, so a little bit about NSU Florida. We are a medium-sized research institution based in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We have about 5,600 undergraduate students with a class size of 17 to 1. And we have students from all 50 states and 100 plus countries. Something cool is that our students will all receive a dedicated CAPS advisor, which is a career and academic professional services advisor. For the duration of their time here. That person's going to help you with everything from picking classes to working on your resumes and prepping for interviews and all of that good stuff. We have over 50 areas of study for undergraduate degree programs. Some of the most popular that we have currently are the marine biology and natural sciences, healthcare and nursing, business, and of course, medicine. We also offer over 1,000 different internships a year. You can customize a study abroad program that best fits your interests. So if you are interested in marine biology and you want to learn about the Caribbean Sea or the Indian Ocean, you can go on a study abroad trip that will allow you to explore those areas in depth. As I mentioned before, we do have a career coach, career development person assigned to you for the entirety of your time here at NSU, and they'll help you figure out what internships best suit you. They will also help you find ones that are in the areas both regionally and geographically and academically that you're looking for. So you all are from the Carolinas. If you'd like to do an internship at home in the Carolinas over the summer, we have a regional internship newsletter for you that will compile all of the internships in your area and help you find them based on your major. We also have hundreds of research projects going on currently. I believe it's 225, might be a little bit more than that. As you can see, we're doing anti-cancer therapies to coral reef restoration. I actually got to see that at our Oceanographic Center, which is really cool. And they were restoring coral for the coral reef. And so, like I said, there's quite a few different opportunities from research to study abroad to internships. You should never run out of an opportunity here. They're there for your taking. We also have for our students the Farquhar Honors College. 94% of our honor students serve in campus and community leadership roles. So if that's something that intrigues you, is being in a leadership role and challenging your mind with more honors type courses, that is an option for you. We have over 20 dual admissions programs that our transfer students are eligible for. Unfortunately, those do not include the medical programs, but if you're interested in law, we have a dual admission law program. We have a psychology program. We've got the education program, the business programs, and basically what these programs allow you to do is come in as a transfer student, interview, and be accepted into the graduate program and reserve your seat. So what they're saying is when you graduate with your bachelor's degree, you already have a seat in this program. You're not competing against other people applying that year to get into that program. Now that's provided you keep up all of the requirements to get into that program. That seat is guaranteed. However, if you don't want it at that time, you don't have to take it. It's not required that you accept it, but it is promised to you should you want it. We also have the Fischler Academy that I was just talking about. The Fischler Academy is our accelerated bachelor's and master's in education. It is a 3+1 typically. And so for transfers, depending on where you are, it's usually going to be a 2+1. And they have a guaranteed job placement in the South Florida School District once you graduate. It comes with a $19,000 scholarship per academic year, which is definitely very helpful. And the Huizenga Business Academy is similar. It's going to be the accelerated bachelor's and master's of business, same type of scholarship with up to $20,000 worth of fund money for you to start your own business once you graduate. So in order to apply to any of those programs, you do have to first apply to NSU, and then you'd have to submit a supplemental Premier Programs application. You're looking at the dual admissions or the academies, the Huizenga Business Innovations Academy or the Fischler Education Academy. And then you also have to participate in an interview during a virtual Shark Preview weekend. Our Shark Preview weekend is an opportunity for you to come visit campus, albeit virtually. You'll get to see and meet other students. You'll get to kind of experience what our students are experiencing, and you'll get to interview for these specific programs. Unfortunately, because of COVID, like I said, this year is going to be virtual, but our office has been working very, very hard to make sure that you still have an amazing experience virtually. Right now, we have the first 5 weekends for Shark Preview available for registration. So once you apply, you'll be able to register for one of these weekends as long as you qualify for the programs. All right, so next, let's talk about campus life and living on campus. So we have quite a few different options for living on campus. We do have the Shark Dining Hall. Razor's Reef is what we call it. It's in our university center. As you can see down in this bottom picture, big old aquarium right in the middle that we absolutely love. We do have TV and game room in every dormitory, Wi-Fi all over, laundry, which is actually controlled by an app, which is great. So you don't have to wait for your laundry to be done while sitting there in the laundry room with nothing to do. Your app will alert you, and then you can go and move it before somebody else comes and leaves your wet laundry sitting on the table. Yes, I have experienced that personally. No, it is not fun. So each of our dorms also have community kitchens and study lounges available for the students. For our transfer students, we have a couple different housing options. These two are, these are the Founders Farquhar and Vettel apartments. They are double occupancy. And then the Cultural Living Center, which is single occupancy. These are more so geared towards freshmen and upper class, or people who started here as a freshman now, because our numbers have increased. So we have Rolling Hills, Building A and Building C, that we have our transfer students mostly in, as well as our graduate students. So Rolling Hills C is a 4-bedroom apartment, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, and a living area. And Rolling Hills A is a studio apartment. So same thing, but it's just you. Obviously, that does mean it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's just you. Now, as far as or clubs and organizations and sports that we have on campus, we do have 17 Division II NCAA teams, including men's and women's basketball, soccer, volleyball, baseball. We do not have our own football team. However, we are one of the only universities in the nation that has a partnership with an NFL football team. This year, because of COVID, unfortunately, everything is limited, but hopefully we will be back in business next year. But the Miami Dolphins practice facility is currently housed on our campus. Really cool fun fact, last year's Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs were practicing on our campus. So that's kind of fun to tout and to talk about when we have tours. We do have over 120 clubs and organizations here on campus. They are all student-led and grown. If you can't find a club that fits your interest, all you have to do is find 5 like-minded people, 5 students who have the same interest as you, and an advisor like myself, and go and register your club with the Student Government Association, and now you have a new club. One of our favorite stories to tell is there was a group of people who wanted to dress up like Power Rangers and go visit sick children in the hospital. So they created a new club. They all dress up like Power Rangers and they go and visit the children's hospitals in the area. 99% of our student body does participate in our clubs and organizations on campus. Now, as I'm sure you already know, we are located in sunny South Florida. We're only 15 minutes away from the beach, an hour away from Florida Keys, 3 hours from Orlando. Our average temperature is 77 degrees. It's been about 85 all week this week, and it's the end of October. Who can beat that, right? Yes, we have hurricanes, but no, they're not as bad as you think. I promise. I promise. It's definitely worth being down in sunny South Florida, though. Now, money. Everybody wants to know, how much does it cost and can I afford to go to a private school? Because yes, we are a private school. So all of our transfer students receive what we call the Dean's Scholarship. The Dean's Scholarship is awarded automatically when you have a GPA of 2.5, which is our minimum required GPA, or above. So the scholarship bracket for the upcoming 2021-2022 school year is for a 2.5 GPA to a 3.49, it's $10,000 per academic school year. For a 3.5 GPA and up, it's $16,000 per academic school year. That's a scholarship that you don't have to do anything extra for. You don't have to apply for it. You don't have to work hard for it. Well, you do have to work hard for it, but you don't have to do anything extra to receive it. You literally just have to apply and be accepted. We also offer the Phi Theta Kappa Award. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Phi Theta Kappa is a national honor society that a lot of local community colleges and four-year colleges and universities have. If you are transferring to us from a local community college or state college in the Carolinas, and you are a member of Phi Theta Kappa, you can receive an additional $1,000 per academic year from us for being a member of Phi Theta Kappa. All you have to do is show us your membership certificate. Phi Theta Kappa also has their own scholarships that are available on their website that we will accept as third-party scholarships. Then, as we talked about a little bit earlier, the Fischler Academy and the Huizenga Business Innovations Academy, those both come with a $19,000 scholarship. Unfortunately, that is not stackable with the Dean's Scholarship, but it is stackable with the Phi Theta Kappa, and it's also stackable with any other financial aid you receive. So if you receive the Pell Grant, you'll be able to use that here. If you have external scholarships and awards from other organizations, we do accept those here. Over 41 million in scholarships are awarded every year here at Nova. So with that said, it is very affordable for you to transfer to a private school. And just so you can see a quick profile of our incoming class this past year, we had 1,450 transfer applicants, 275 who actually are currently enrolled, and their average GPA was a 3.2. Remember I said that the required GPA to come in is a 2.5. However, if you have an AA or an AS, which is 60 credit hours, and a 2.3, we can make an exception. You will not qualify for the scholarship at that point though. So I do encourage you to aim for a 2.5 or above. And now it's time to apply. So you said, okay, this is possible. I can do this. What do I do now? Now you're going to go to nova.edu/admissions, which the information will be on the next slide. You're going to complete the application. In all honesty, we prefer that you complete the NSU Shark Select Transfer app. It's easier for you and it's easier for us. The common application is good. We do accept it, and there is a link on our page for it. It's better, however, if you're going to be applying to multiple schools. If you're just applying to one or two, I would suggest using the school's their personal application. You do need to submit all of your college transcripts. That means if you did dual enrollment at one school and then you went to another school after you finished high school, we need both of those transcripts. If you started at a four-year school and went back home, we need both of those transcripts. Doesn't matter how many schools you've been to, we need all of those transcripts. And I know that your current transcript is going to show all the credits. However, they don't show the GPA from the school that you're transferring from. And to give you the most fair calculation, we need to see all the GPAs. That actually might benefit you as well, because it could potentially give you a higher overall GPA. We also, if you have less than 24 college credits earned, so if you've been in college for less than a year, we do need your official high school transcripts as well. We are test optional for admissions for 2021 and 2022 school year, so you do not have to submit your test scores. Letters of recommendation are not required; they are optional. But if you feel like it really speaks to who you are or makes a better case for your admissions, please by all means send them. We do a very holistic review of our candidates. Now, once you've submitted your application, you're wondering what's next. Next is financial aid, FAFSA. You definitely want to go ahead and fill that out if you haven't yet. It did open for the next school year, October 1st, which means it's now been open for a whole month, guys. You want to go ahead and put NSU school code in there, which is there on the screen, the 001509. That ensures that we receive your financial aid information and can give you all the assistance that we can possibly. Then you're going to complete the transfer report. The transfer report is a document that basically says, I'm leaving my current institution in good standing. I didn't harm anybody. I'm not a harm to myself. I am in good academic standing and I've had no behavioral challenges. That's basically what it says. The Dean of Student Affairs is probably the best office to have that sent to. It can be completed and signed digitally, which means you can email it to them and they can email it back to us. And then after all that's done, you're going to apply for the premier programs. Those were the dual admissions programs that we were talking about, the academies, those. You'll have to register and participate in a Shark Preview Weekend, an interview for those programs. And then you'll also get a degree audit for your transfer credits and a status of the completion of your degree. That will be after you've been admitted, that you'll get that transfer credit evaluation. We are working our best to get those out as quickly as possible to you. Once you've been admitted, we're trying to get them reviewed as quickly as possible so that we can get them to you. Now is a great time. If you haven't already, go ahead and take a picture of this screen, just in case you need to refer back to it. All right. And this is my last slide for you. We are going to fins up for NSU. Please absolutely stay connected to us at NSU Sharks on Snapchat, at Shark Admissions on Instagram, Nova Southeastern on YouTube, and Nova Southeastern University Undergraduate Admissions on Facebook. Our phone number is there at the bottom. You can call us or email us. I'm also going to, give me just a quick second, and I'm going to share with you my personal contact information as well as my colleagues in our department. If it will load quickly. All right, so this is our information. As you can see, Tara works with transfers A through J, myself for K through U, and Clyde for V through Z. Feel free to take a picture of this screen. You can also book appointments with us individually on nsutransfer.youcanbook.me. We also have transfer admissions counselors that work specifically with our nursing and health science students. So when you go to nsutransfer.youcanbook.me, you'll see at the top that if you are a nursing or health science student, to click that link, and you'll see your specific admissions counselors as well. And that is all I have for you. So I'm gonna leave this here for a moment and wait and see if anybody has any questions for me. All right, well, I don't think there are any questions. So did you have anything that I need to address or I missed?
Yes, I will go ahead and close out the session if you're finished.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay, I'd like to tell everyone thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, this was just one of the many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at CACRAO.org. In about a week, you will be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at CACRAO.org. Thank you again, and have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Yeah.